Hello and welcome to yet another edition of Revved Up. Now, it's the very show, as always, when we talk about the biggest cars in town, the more interesting rides as well, and probably let you in on some of the specifications on the different cars and rides, or probably machines that are run by engines that maybe you haven't been following recently. Now, one of the bigger concerns at Revved Up is the number of accidents in Uganda and in Africa as well. That's one of the reasons we give you driving tips. That's one of the reasons we let you in on how to maintain your car. So you try and avoid all these uncertainties out there every other time you're enjoying your driving experience. So we are here to shoot a different car, a special car for this very week. We shall bring you a celebrity as well, just let you into their world, show you what kind of cars they drive this very week, plus everything to do with our social media. We've been going through our social media the whole week. We've been showing you everything on YouTube, just in case you missed any of the episodes, and we're calling it to a whole new episode, just take you through the biggest show when it comes down to the motor world. So let's go this side and get the show underway.
On this edition of Revved Up, Car Care, brought to you by Shell Helix. A broken headlight is not only dangerous but also illegal. It's wise to get this problem fixed as soon as possible. So today, we'll show you how to replace a burnt-out headlight bulb to save you time and money. First, open the hood of the car and locate the back of the headlight. Once you have identified what kind of plug your car has and opened it up, you should be able to remove the bulb. Check the filaments inside. If the filament looks damaged, your bulb will need to be replaced. You can take your bulb to any local auto store and buy the correct model for your car. Stick the bulb's plug end into the headlight, ensuring that it is firmly attached. You can now replace the wiring and test out your brand new headlights. Good and well-functioning headlights will ensure that you can drive safely and avoid unfortunate accidents. While most of us could only dream about owning our own boat, leave it to the unspeakably wealthy to create a super yacht capable of putting those dreams to shame. The Allen 68 is the brainchild of Allen Yacht and Foster Plus Partners, presumably named for its length of 68 feet. Effortlessly chic, the Allen 68 contains everything needed to impress wealthy friends, and then some. It's able to seat 12 on its upper deck, and when hosting parties, there's a fully stocked bar, an impressive grill and barbecue, and plenty of sunbeds and recliners. The interior of the boat is stunning in its simplicity. White leather, onyx, and oak cover the cabins, lounge, and kitchens, creating a beautifully modern and almost futuristic atmosphere. Boasting 1,550 horsepower, this speedy vessel has a maximum speed of 45 knots per hour, which is certainly an accomplishment for its size. And if it so happens that the guests tire of the amenities offered by a super yacht, the jet ski, paddleboards, and sea bobs tucked away in the boat's garage are able to provide further entertainment. The Allen 68 yacht is impressive, not just because it can only be afforded by the world's richest 1%, but because it makes such unnecessary opulence tasteful. And as for the other 99%, well, at least we can dream.
I'm Malcolm Musime, and this is NTV Business. Malcolm Musime, ladies and gentlemen, NTV Business. Malcolm,
Yeah.
you're welcome, man.
Thank you, much obliged. I'm happy to be here. Yeah.
Malcolm, most of the folks out there, me inclusive, knew you as a radio personality at KFM. And then after that, you went into television. Why did you go to television? How much of a change has that had on your life and your bank account?
My bank account, that's classified information. Anyway, I did, first of all, did about 12 years on radio. And at the beginning of the 12th year, I thought I should do something different. And even then, the research was beginning to show that there are more people watching TV than those who are listening to radio. And then the reason was my fans needed to see me. This is a guy, you're behind the microphone, and not so very many people know you. So I said to myself, it's time to give that gift to my fans. I need them to see me. I need them to see who I am and how I look like. And I thought that was going to up my ratings going forward. And that was a primary reason why I transitioned to TV.
Let's talk about your car now. Last time I saw you were driving a Golf.
Yeah.
Now you've moved to this, a Mercedes-Benz, quite an uplift. But why did you change?
Why I changed from a Golf 4, I love cars, first of all, and not just cars. I love comfort, I love speed, I love elegance. And tell you what, this is a statement, Mercedes-Benz is love. German cars are love. I mean, you feel it even when you're driving it. If you drive a Golf, you'll feel that you really want another experience. So let's just move on to something else German. And this time, the only thing that came on my mind was a Mercedes-Benz, and Mercedes is love, just like I said.
These cars are very durable. That's the one thing we know about them. But a couple of folks out there are scared of driving them because they say, once it has a problem, repairing it is going to be... Have you faced those problems yet? Did you think about them?
Before we talk about problems, a Mercedes-Benz compressor C200, just like, I know there are very many Mercedes-Benz out there, latest Mercedes-Benz, Formatic Mercedes-Benz, ML, they're all world class, man. This is a basic Mercedes-Benz. It's not even the best Mercedes-Benz on the market. I've seen guys driving hot Mercedes-Benz. I've seen Patrick Bitature. I've seen very many people driving expensive Mercedes-Benz, the latest Mercedes-Benz. But the compressor Mercedes-Benz, it drives awesome. It feels awesome. It is an awesome car. But going into the problems, I don't think there's any single car out here which doesn't have problems. Even if you're driving a Raum, even if you're driving a Spatio, even if you're driving a TX, you'll always get problems. I mean, look at our kind of infrastructure, first of all. The kind of problems you'll get if you're driving a German car or a Mercedes-Benz like mine is the first problem is going to be the roads. It is a low car, yes. Not very low that it can't pass through potholes, but our roads are really terrible. Sometimes you ask yourself, why did I even buy this car? Where can I drive this car from? I mean, you see borders all over the place. The only problem you find driving this car is the kind of infrastructure. You hit the potholes, you're buying shocks all the time. You're taxpayer buying shocks all the time, and roads cannot get fixed. But that does not take away my love for a nice car. I'll still drive a nice car, but to me, I think that's the only problem. And then there's perception about the consumption. It is an expensive car, it has expensive parts. You're not going to buy spare parts if you're driving a German car all the time. You replace once and that's it, and that's key. Other than driving a light car where you're going to replace a part and then it cracks or it collapses, it gets messed up the next minute. I think you're spending as much, you're even economizing. I'm not spending so much just like other people do. Because car parts from Europe, Mercedes-Benz or German are really genuine parts. You replace a shock and it gives you about 3 years. So I don't see problems here. The only problem is perception. The mindset, Mercedes-Benz is expensive. Mercedes-Benz, I mean, why don't you drive it? It's not a problem.
I don't know. At the end of the day, everyone has a car they love. Everyone has a car that makes them very comfortable. For example, my producer here comes with a Starlet to our shoots, and he's always smiling. He says it's the car he loves. So we do appreciate. But Malcolm, just before I let you go, give me just three tips you'd give someone out there to, kind of take a look at if they're trying to get a car, whichever car it is.
Oh, you mean like first car owners? Because first, before you own the car, going forward, you must have a plan of how you're going to finance that dream of owning a car. And then that means that if you're dreaming about driving a car like mine, you must know where you're going to get the money from. And then, is it the car you want to drive because it's a Mercedes, or is it the car you want, or it's the money? First of all, so you must know whether you have the money to buy it. Plan for it. You can get just about any car as long as you plan for that car.
Malcolm,
Yes.
thank you very much for coming.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me on this program. And keep it up, man. It's such a cool concept. Raved up.
Thank you very much. And ladies and gentlemen, that has been NTV Business.
Welcome to Revved Up, Nicholas Brunick-Musoke. He's the Chief Executive Officer of Brunick Group. Tell us about the car show that's coming up just in a few days.
Subafest. Subafest is an auto show for powerful machines that is going to take place at Jahazi, Munyonyo, on the 23rd of this month, April. We are focusing on a display of powerful machines like the Subarus. Though this year, we have started with the Subarus. That's why our theme is the Subaru Meet. So next year, we shall change the theme maybe to like Subaru versus the Evo or Subaru versus the Alteza, like that. We're going to give out awards, like for the dirtiest Subaru, best body paint, best engine sound, best muffler, best rims and tires. Then we shall have a few challenges. Like, you know, these days we focus a lot on gender balance. So we shall have the ladies change car tires and they will win spare parts from Kampala Motors. Then we're going to have a surprise for the Subaru lovers. We're going to display the Hatchback 2015. Then we're going to display the Forester 2016. Oh, wow. Yeah, a zero mileage, brand new, never driven here.
How did you get the vision to hold this kind of event?
Reason being that Subaru lovers are so many and they love their cars so much and they would go for anything that involves Subarus. Because they love their cars, I made it got so easy for me to organize because I want to have a free engine check for every Subaru that comes in. It will be put on the computer and checked for free. Those are free diagnostics. And you see here diagnostics cost like 60,000. They are going to be done for free. So I think that's what has made it a bit easy for me to get these guys together in one place. Yeah.
Well, we look forward to being there. Revved Up is going to be there. And tell us once again where it is, what time.
Subafest is going to be at Jahazi, Munyonyo.
That's right next to Speak Resort.
Exactly, the former bay, which is a few kilometers from town. Something small I'd forgotten to tell you about the Subafest, the vision we have for it. Mid this year, we're going to do it in Rwanda. Then come August, we're going to do it in Tanzania and Burundi, because it's already happening in Kenya. Then come next year, we're going to name it the East African Subafest. So we're going to have these guys drive from those different countries to Jahazi in Munyonyo, our home of the Subafest.
Well, we look forward to seeing you this Saturday.
Thank you very much. We'll be waiting for you.
Thank you. One of the benefits of being on the Revved Up set, you always have a break in shooting and enjoy a cup of tea, a cup of coffee or a latte. Have you guys checked out our Facebook page? That is Revved Up Uganda. You can follow everything about the show on our Facebook page, and then you can also rewatch most of our episodes on YouTube. Yes, that is Revved Up Uganda on YouTube. Do that and let's get very interactive on Uganda's biggest motor show.
Kia has proven time and again that their brand delivers on quality when it comes to cars, and the 2015 Cerato is no exception. This versatile vehicle boasts a stylish exterior, featuring dainty, slanted headlights and a sleek grille, which complement the overall structure. The 1.6-litre four-cylinder engine provides 130 horsepower and is fitted to a 6-speed automatic transmission that will get you from 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in 12 seconds.
All right, so let's take you through the interior then of the Cerato. For starters, most of the luxurious cars we see now, or high-end cars, are all about accessibility. So you've got most of your controls at the steering wheel, and the Cerato is no different, considering it's trying to hit that very market. You will find that you've got your Bluetooth control here. You can increase and reduce your radio or music volume right here. You can do everything to do with cruise control here as well. But more interestingly about this vehicle is the driver is fully in control. And what I mean is you can completely control anything on your dashboard from a driver's perspective. If you look at this, there's a tilt on your dashboard, 9 degrees. That means you can access your AC, you can access your radio. I don't really have to stretch your arm to wherever those controls are. It's as simple as saying everything is here. But more interestingly, we have a couple of drivers out there who don't like manual transmission, don't like automatic transmission. Now, the beauty about the Cerato is you can go manual or keep automatic just by having your pedals here. They're right here. So all you have to do is decide to go manual. You just have to use the controls here and you are good to go. Now, one of the things the Cerato does, of course, is the armrest, which, by the way, moves for comfort. But one of the most interesting things is if you're those people who prefer going to work and having a drink later on at work and you want your drink to keep us cold, it's got a gloves box which actually cools drinks. Yes, it's right here. You can have your drinks in here and cool them. So you actually can leave home with juice that is not cold, and an hour down the road, your juice is very cool. Then of course the shades compartment. These days everyone drives with shades. Swag, where are my shades? I didn't come with the shades, but there's a shades compartment here. And then you can have a place where you can put your USB, plus you can put a thing or two in here, just in case you have lots of things you're traveling with.
All the modern comfort features come with this model as well, including foldable rear seats, an advanced audio system, and rear seat air conditioning. It isn't overly flashy, which is a good thing because the Cerato has a quiet elegance that is very appealing.
All right, now we're on a straight road now, tarmac. This is why we have to test now how silky or how smooth the gearbox is.
Right.
I can just feel it's very silky because the gears are just changing very comfortably.
Yeah.
We're very smooth. I'm not having
The bumps.
Yeah, the bumps to have to move left, right, and
Right,
center.
right.
But more interestingly, off the road, which of course we shall do later. But off the road, what do you think about it off the road?
Off the road, given the ground clearance of this car,
Yeah.
this car wears a 17-inch
Yeah.
alloy.
Yeah.
That gives it good ground clearance. So that means that this car can actually go off-road. And this is one of the sedans that has the most ground clearance.
Yeah. By the way, a 17-inch alloy means it's the biggest in the sedans.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
So that means it can actually do an off-road and you're totally comfortable.
Yeah. I like the space off the ground because that makes it perfect for the Ugandan roads then. Because
Definitely.
you have all these potholes, you have all these bumps, which sometimes are crazy.
Andrew, I've got to admit to you,
Yeah.
this is one car that you can actually drive anywhere. Yeah?
Yeah.
Our roads are bad, and that is why we developed the third generation of the Kia Ceratos.
And you've also got to talk about the shape, because there's been first of all, it's a beautiful shape. I was talking to a couple of folks who think it has a fish shape. So that's how quickly it swings through roads. But talking about the shape, there's an expansion in the sides.
Well, it's an inspiration.
Yeah.
It's an inspiration because this car has been made aerodynamically.
Yeah.
It means that shape of a fish, as it's cutting through water or swimming through water,
Yeah.
makes it faster in the water. So this is the same technology that has been used on this car.
Yeah.
So it means that this car can actually cut through the wind with ease. So it smoothens on the effect on the gearbox. So you find that this car has a very high pickup.
But the safety, the airbags are suddenly all over the car.
Well, you've got to admit this is a very high-end and safety car.
Yeah.
Because it's got, besides the front airbags,
Yeah.
it's also got the curtain airbags.
Yeah, the curtain airbags, yeah.
Now, the curtain airbags protect you from the glass. Usually when you have an impact,
You don't have to boom, hit your thing on it.
exactly.
Yeah.
So the curtain airbag will come out and protect your head from hitting the glass. Yeah. So, and then you have the front airbags.
Yeah.
So the front airbags also protect you from the dashboard and the windscreen. Now the driver is also saved and also given an airbag just in between the pedals.
Yeah.
So you have an airbag that will protect your legs. So definitely, if you're going to do a travel to up country, this is a car that is going to give you maximum speed and efficiency on the fuel. So that means that you are going to be driving a car that is fuel friendly, very comfortable, extremely fast, and as well spacious.
What else do you want?
I
That's
mean,
it.
what
else
else would you want?
Plus,
Look
you
at me.
can go.
Look at me.
Plus, you can go manual, you can go automatic in terms of transmission,
Right.
and you're still on the roads here in Kampala.
Right.
Can I be honest with you?
Yes.
I've seen so many sedans, and there's so many beautiful cars out there. But when I sit in a small car, I look out for a couple of things.
Right.
I look out for my safety.
Okay.
According to where I'm going, I look out for power.
Right.
Because I'm either going to push this machine or not. Then I look out for my budget, because I must consider my fuel. And then it comes down to issues like space, because I'm not yet a family man, but I have a couple of friends who I'm going to move around with.
Right.
But if you're a family man out there, then you have 2, 3, beautiful children. You want to make sure you travel with them to the village and make sure they are safe as well.
Right.
And I think it's suddenly coming off as a good option.
Andrew, I must admit you are absolutely right.
Yeah.
But have you ever imagined where technology can be combined with comfort
Absolutely.
and affordability?
The rare balance.
The
between
rare
it.
balance.
Yeah.
So you have a car that is extremely high tech, yeah, very comfortable, very fuel friendly, and at the same time it's very affordable. Very, very affordable. Because to get this car, a brand new car
Yeah.
of a Kia Cerato on the road is just 33,000.
33,000. That's how much is that in Ugandan money?
That's around
33,000.
120.
Well, the dollar has been moving a lot. I'm not even sure how much.
Well,
that
it could even be lower. It could be lower than
33,000
that.
for a sedan with this kind of technology in Uganda today is not bad at all.
Not bad
Not
at all.
bad at all.
The Cerato is a truly beautiful car that thinks about the needs of its customers and is prepared to provide for them in the most efficient and simple way possible. Its sleek exterior and comfortable interior combine to create yet another triumph from the Kia showroom.
Right, thank you very much for joining us this week on Revved Up. We've got to thank all our sponsors out there, Shell, Helix, UAP, and Kira Motors. Now, next week, let's assemble on this very point so we can talk cars. We assemble and talk cars on Revved Up. I'm Andrew Kabuura. Thank you very much for joining us this week. See you guys next week.
Next week on Revved Up.